Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And in fact, let's have some transports as well, just for fun. I want to try out the new French guns because Alpha 11 does bring with it some upgrades for the French. Obviously, we'll be using the wonderful Battlecruiser 4 with its perfect balanced ness. Actually, can we go for the medium size? There we go. Actually, let's set myself a challenge. Let's go for a round number of probably what it was to start with, 40,000 tons. There we go. And let's use these brand new quad 13-inch guns, which seems totally fair that the French, get a kind of gun that nobody else does. But that's not the only kind of gun they get that nobody else gets. They also have access to some really funky stuff. So, I'll show that off in a minute. Yeah, the boats on the tea urn, or the wine vat. Yeah, it does. It puts a bunch of boats on there if you don't put a gun. Let's put boats on the back as well now. Now then, this design's going to be all about the secondaries and where we can fit these new quad guns like that. Yeah, that doesn't quite work. Still, we can fit those quad guns in a few places, right? What about the regular 4-inch triple? I'm looking at the upper works here, by the way. There we go. It's a veritable forest. Secondary, some 8-inch guns in there, maybe. No, too big. 6. Too big. 5. Too big. Really? Really? Come on. Really? You're really telling me you're too big for a 5-inch gun? You're just not going to fit there. Can we get a 4-inch quad gun in here? Yeah, we can. Okay. 4-inch quad gun it is. What about on the back? Surely it can fit. No. No? Really? Because of those? Come on, a 5. Please let me put a 5 there. Yeah, there we go. I can make this ship bigger. I can fit even more secondary guns on. Which is, of course, a perfectly reasonable reason. Some parts are badly placed. Five inch. Because you need super duper firing 5-inch guns at the back. Yes, gun there. What? Come on. Really? Gonna do me out of that one, you game? Well, that'll do. There we go. All the guns. All the guns. Ever you're having not having fun, and I don't know how you could not have fun in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, but if you if you ever want to just enjoy yourself even more, go play a French Hull. They are so strange and wonderful. 29 knots should be fine for a battle cruiser. Oh, nice to see it. Next stream, if I'm feeling up to it, will be tomorrow. But this is probably me until Tuesday. Yes, I have done the Super Daka turrets, the turrets with the guns on top. Yes, I have. I'm loving that. That is just brilliance. Go for the general high TNT super heavies. Gonna need to be able to spot enemy torpedoes coming in. Just in case we don't manage to spot them in time, we'll take the maximum anti-torpedo stuff. Get maximum bulkheads. My god, this thing. Names in chat, by the way. Welcomed. It's the Louvon. Okay. Done. Armour. Seeing as we have plenty of weight to play with. Can we go for a 12-12? 6-6? Oh my word. 12? No, not quite. Take down the extended deck just a teeny weeny bit. I'd rather have 6 on the turret tops, to be honest. Uh, 4-inch deck extended should be fine. 4-inch on secondary guns. And rest on the tower? Question mark? Yeah. Got to keep the Aristos safe. Got a tiny bit of a 4 weight offset. There's not much I can do about that. That changes the fire arc quite a lot, but does bring it under 1%. You know what? Screw it. 1.4% weight offset. Sorry, scream at me in the comments. Ferme de Turil. Okay. The turret farm. Yes, I approve. Right, let's go. Hilariously, if you lied about the displacement of this ship, which, I mean, let's be honest, you could probably do with the holes. Oh, it's standard displacement versus actual displacement. Games that people played with 8. Hey, it's only got 8 13-inch guns. It's perfectly allowable under the Washington Naval Treaty. Yeah, this is a treaty ship. That's fine. It's fine. Oh my word! Right, let's go and murder some things. The enemy ring. Lots of torpedoes. Lots and lots and lots of torpedoes. We don't talk about the firepower of a small destroyer flotilla strapped to the side. I know. I mean, your typical World War II destroyer would carry probably 3 5-inch guns. Like I think that's a Farragut. But 9, and then a whole bunch of the smaller stuff. Yeah, ignore that. It's fine. We're just going to attack this convoy. Oh, he spotted a transport. Okay. We'll kill the escorts first. Hopefully. Or at least we'll focus on the escorts with the main guns, and then try and finish off the transports with the secondary guns if we need to. Destroyer. No, that's a light cruiser. Just looks like a destroyer. That's a destroyer. With those really weird, funky Japanese turrets they get that look like a bunker. No. Main guns. Please keep firing at the target right in front of you. Appreciated. There we go. 400 damage from 3 hits. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes. There is a gap, though. Oh, bye-bye, heavy cruiser. Yeah. Remember how I said, oh, wow, 300 damage? Yeah, that was a kill shot. That was a... Killed in one... technically got a hit earlier on in the battle, but yeah, that salvo just completely killed that. Minimum bulkheads. Okay armor for a heavy cruiser, but yeah, just could not contend with that amount of firepower. She did to get her torpedoes spread off. Unfortunately for her, there seems to be a gap. As from the smoke emerges just horror. Yeah. By the way, I can't remember who it was who commented on one of my videos. It's like, oh, why do you always make jokes about Americans and firepower? It's actually nothing. Well, not for me. It's nothing to do with the current political kind of or cultural attitude to guns in the US, but very much a joke about how in World War II, US capital ships especially, but pretty much any ship or anything that could float had every AA gun possible fitted to it. The anti-aircraft armament of US ships, particularly towards the end of the war, was insane. Just like every caliber of gun possible, as many of them as possible. Like 50 cal machine guns, 40 millimeter guns, 2-inch guns. Didn't matter, just all of it. Yeah, all the small guns, just loads and loads of those small guns. If you can fit a gun, then put a gun on the ship. Oh yeah, Chicago pianos. Yeah, good point. Right, let's see if we can finish off these 2 light cruisers that are having a cuddle. While the secondaries entertain themselves, firing at whatever it is they're firing at. Ooh. I think Tone is prevented from firing her torpedoes because to get the angle she would have to stop cuddling the Cheetos. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but it makes sense. Like, just to put huge walls of flak up against enemy aircraft. I mean, compared to the Japanese also, towards the end of the war, had massive anti-air batteries. Right, there goes the Cheetos. And a destroyer sinks. Probably a transport. I like how these escorts have just run away from the transports. Perfectly sensible thing to do. Like if you look at Yamato, for instance, when she was on Operation Tengo, she had like a huge number of anti-aircraft guns, which this game would represent with like these, like the Tony here. Like that's pretty accurate. Just fitting. Wait, are they sub? What the hell? Underwater 2-inch guns. Yes, that's perfectly sensible. Okay, that might be a bit of a bug. I don't normally show this off, but oh, she has just fired her torpedoes as well. That could be a bit of an issue. If you are playing the game at the moment, obviously it is an alpha. If you spot weird things like this, you can, in fact, submit a bug report by pressing that. And you can say, well, in terms of shipbuilding, there are underwater guns, and then you can send that off. And you can do that in the middle of the game. It's absolutely fine. Right, torpedo time. We're probably best avoiding to port. I was worried Tony would manage to get torpedoes off. We can test the torpedo protection on the system. Oh, so they're only 20-inch. So as long as we only take them on the front, we'll be okay. I can see a bit of a gap forming, which is what I'm going to try and go for. Yeah, screw you. 900 damage. 1,000 damage. All those secondary guns just blazing away. And yeah, bye-bye torpedoes and bye-bye light cruiser. Okay, so we've got 2 destroyers. We're way over there. What's the range? 11 kilometers away. Let's go kill the transports. Destroyers can come after us. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, a battleship is a good anti-air platform. It's big, it's steady, and there's lots of deck space for you to fit tons and tons and tons of guns all over it. Of course, World War II era, guns were all you had to shoot down aircraft. Yeah, it would be nice if you could fit AA guns. Although I think the 2-inch guns represent AA batteries pretty well. They're also actually pretty handy. I've come around to the 2-inch gun. I used to think that what was the point putting them on, but they are actually very, very handy for killing transports and for killing destroyers. And they can even hurt larger ships if you have, you know, tube powder or something like that. They are genuinely actually really useful to have. Unless you're fighting battleships or something, but then it's not so much. Yeah, Germans only had a few little AA guns and the 5.9-inch dual purpose. Yeah, definitely the thing that made a big difference between Japan and... Whoa, goodbye transport. Goodbye. Oh my word. This thing is murderous. I know 29 knots is slow by Ultimate Admiral standards, but say if this ship really had been afloat in 1940, and for some reason in the Pacific, yeah, this would be murderous to Japanese convoys. They'd have to dedicate a carrier group to try and kill this thing, or they'd have to put battleships on their convoy escort duty. Okay, all the transports got. Oh, they fired some torpedoes at me. How cute. You missed. Hadn't even changed direction, they just genuinely missed. Oh, the AA rockets. Yeah, they it's good. I mean, obviously, now we'd go, well, yeah, obviously an AA rocket, that's a really good idea. But with World War II rocket technology, not so much. Of course, the Americans did have battleships equipped with surface-to-air missiles, just not until the 1980s. One thing we don't know is if aircraft will be in the campaign in the same way that submarines will be. Because we know that submarines are going to be in the game, and we know that the destroyers, go have a look at one, have depth charges on them, like that there. That's a rack of depth charges. And there is an ASW stat for ships in the game. It's pretty much only destroyers. And we know that that's going to be a campaign thing. I'm just curious if they did introduce aircraft, if ships could have an AA value based on their secondary armaments. That might be a good way round of doing it. I still don't think carriers in the game is a good idea, personally. I know a lot of people really want to see carriers in the game, but for me it's a ship about dreadnoughts. Simply put, like, it's a game about battleships and dreadnoughts and naval artillery, and enjoying that kind of what if of carriers not really being a thing, and naval treaties can be a thing in the campaign, they've said that, but in general are not a thing in the Ultimate Admiral universe. Again, I really like that. And that's mainly why I don't like torpedoes, because it's not a gun. I've ranted about torpedoes before, but I would be fine with a couple of changes. And if the devs aren't wanting to do it, I'll probably try and write a mod to do it myself. Oh, bye-bye. This thing is monstrous. That's an entire convoy. I know maybe not the most heavily protected convoy in the world, but I mean, this is just shy of 100 million, this ship. Wow. 13-inch guns, who knew? Yeah, 5-inch guns have target locked themselves again. I mean, by target lock, I mean got the bug. I think after watching what happens for a bit, yeah, that destroyer is very dead. Bye-bye. Well, victory for the Ferme de Tour. What a ship. What a ship. Green Mace system. Fully automatic 94mm AA gun. Wow. You download that mod? Thanks very much. Yeah, I know exactly how I would change torpedoes in the game. And yeah, I might actually put that together as a mod. Right, I've got time for one more, for those of you on Twitch. Those of you on YouTube, you're going to have to wait till, well, probably tomorrow for that. But there's no guarantee that I've uploaded this in order, so I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye-bye.